Come, Oaken Heart! Come to me! My Kingspawn! Who are you? I had thought this tedium would never end.
At last it is done, Master.
Vermine.
I hope you can forgive me, Your Majesty. Even I must confess to feeling some small pang of guilt at having encouraged you to slay your dearest friend and patron. But you should not have so readily taken my word over King Leonard's. Those who claim that blood runs thicker than water grossly overstate the case, my beloved fellow mouse.
No!
In truth, your precious king was too nauseatingly good-natured to betray you, to contemplate anything so base as manipulating you into keeping our kind in check. And more fool him, as you are so very easy to manipulate.
Vermine. How could you?
How could I betray my master? How could you be so foolish as to ask such a question? And now, Lord Doloran, I have fulfilled my part of the bargain. My price was the kingdom, if you recall. I hereby claim it.
Yes, of course. You must be rewarded for your faithful service. Ha!
What? Oh.
Doloran, what have you done to him?
I have repaid the debt of a traitor, and not a moment too soon. This accursed kingdom. Not only was its ruler too pure-hearted to succumb to my corruption, even his closest aide proved immune to my advances. In the end, I was forced to settle for this contemptible worm. I have wasted so much precious time. But at last, my plan is complete. What a pity you will not be present to witness its glorious fruition!
Oakenheart! Has it really come to this?
Wait! You needn't do this alone. We'll fight him together.
Shall we?
안녕하세요, 모험대입니다. 그럼 오크나트도 쓰러뜨려 봅시다. 승리!
No.
마우싱걸은 왕자를 보며 좌절합니다. 딩동델은 이제 끝이라고요. 킹스본드가 그리 쉽게 뜯긴 걸 보면 나는 왕의 자격이 없다고요. 그러면서 에반에게 내 목숨을 가져가고 네 아버지의 복수를 완수하라고 말합니다. 그러나 에반은 아직 끝이 아니라면서 쥐족과 고양이족은 다시 힘을 합칠 수 있다고 말합니다. 그리고 말합니다. 아빠는 당신을 믿었으니 이번엔 아빠를 실망시키지 말라고요.
It says... He believed in me. And I... What have I done?
Mausinger, my dearest friend.
Your Majesty,
Be still, Mausinger. I forgive you. Our two kinds have borne each other ill will since time immemorial. The rift between us could not be healed so easily. It was a distance that could only ever be closed one step at a time. But close it shall. One day, we will stand together, hand in hand at last, all thoughts of oppression consigned to history. And you, Mausinger, you will bring this about.
but Your Majesty, why would you trust in one who had failed you so utterly, and whose hand you...
I always trusted you, old friend, and I always will. You see far, further than I ever could. You are a maker of plans, a doer of deeds, a true ruler. Yet there remains in you a lingering shadow of doubt. Doubt in others, born of doubt in yourself. A king must learn to trust his own judgment.
A king? You mean that you still think me worthy?
Who better to rule over the realm I love than one who loves it just as fiercely?
If it please you. Your Majesty.
It does. And now, I must be on my way. When next we meet, I would have you tell me the tale of a kingdom made great by its wise and benevolent ruler.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Farewell, Mausinger. I leave Ding Dong Dell in your hands. Do not fail me. Become a true king. Watch over the land we both love so well.
I will not fail you, old friend.
King Mausinger, I humbly propose that a pact be made between our realms. Will you sign the Declaration of Interdependence?
It is what your father would have wanted, for our two kingdoms to stand as one. And so it shall be.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Let us work together to make a better, more peaceful world.
You have come far, son of Leonard. I will gladly stand beside you, and I will make Ding Dong Dell a kingdom where all races can stand beside one another. The enmity of generations will divide us no longer. I salute you, Evan, Lord of Evermore.
Let our nations be joined for the sake of the world.
Let the banners of war ne'er again be unfurled.
United we stand as one single land.
And sure enough, Ding Dong Dell began to change from that day forth. No longer did catkind cower beneath the ground in fear of tyranny. Instead, the Grimalkins stepped out into the sun and saw their brother mice as if for the first time. And the hatred that had divided them for so long melted away like so much snow. Well, perhaps not entirely, but these things take time.
The declaration's finished, Evan. You did it.
And we made peace with Mausinger too, which is something. But his king's bond was stolen, and Doloran really does mean to resurrect the Horned One.
So what if he does? You'll be ready to face him. You'll overcome this trial, just like all the others. After all, if you can as good as unite the whole world, you can do anything.
You're right.
But it's not over yet. And this last part isn't going to be easy.
The time has come. All 4 king's bonds belong to me. At last, I shall have my heart's desire.
Chapter 9. To be a king.
Roland! What?
롤랜드의 몸에서 이상한 기운이 뿜어져 나옵니다. 어딘가 이상합니다. 하지만 롤랜드는 괜찮다고 안심시킵니다. 그건 그렇고 하늘도 좀 이상합니다. 바투가 이끄는 해적들이 순찰에 나섰습니다.
It's torn the very sea asunder.
goodness, it's the biggest I've ever seen.
돌로란이 기뻐합니다. 킹메이커 뿔 달린 자가 마침내 다시 소환되었기 때문이죠. 이때 돌로란이 이런 말을 합니다. 이제 이 세상 사람들의 영혼을 빨아들여 내 사랑하는 알리산드라를 돌아오게 할 거라고요. 사랑하는 알리산드라? 그게 누굴까요? 순찰을 나갔던 바투 일행이 돌아왔습니다. 브라켄은 순찰 나가서 찍은 영상을 에반에게 보여줍니다. 방금 봤듯이 킹메이커 뿔 달린 자가 이 세상에 다시 소환되었다는 얘기입니다. 그리고 이 뿔 달린 자는 이 세상 사람들의 영혼을 흡수하고 있는 것 같았습니다. 내버려두면 둘수록 더 많은 영혼을 흡수할 것이고, 그러면 뿔 달린 자는 더 강해질 겁니다. 영혼을 빼앗긴 자들은 말 그대로 영혼 없는 좀비가 돼버립니다. 그렇다면 더 늦기 전에 돌로란과 뿔 달린 자를 막아내야만 합니다. 뿔 달린 자를 막기 위해서는 특별한 검이 하나 필요합니다.
Here it is, Evan.
Monster, the sword of unity. We can finally face the horned one.
이것만 하나 어쩌고 우리 왕국은 거의 전 재산을 쏟아부었습니다.
Thank you.
그 과정에서 참으로 긴 시간이 필요했습니다. 부디 그만한 가치를 하길 바랍니다. 그럼 이제 뿔 달린 자와의 결전을 준비합시다.
Gosh, just look at them all.
I'm not sure these weapons of theirs will be enough. Surely you could have spared a few more. Have you seen the mechanical soldiers? So strange. Indeed, unnerving even. Out of my way, fish face! Barbarian.
Everyone, listen! If the 5 nations cannot promise to work together, we have already lost. It is promises that make us strong. I may be a king now, but if it were not for my promise to Aranella, I would never have found the strength to rule. If it were not for my promise to Aranella, I would never have found the strength to build a new kingdom after being chased from my own. The promise I made? Well, you could say that it saved me. For a time, I thought I heard her speaking to me, begging me to avenge her. But I soon realized that it was my own voice. It was not something Nella would have ever wanted. I let my own thoughts of revenge cloud my reasoning. I almost forgot my promise. But I have grown. I have changed. I have built a kingdom, just as I swore I would. And I have met so many wonderful people. People who stood by me, who fought at my side. Yes, there were times when I wanted to give up, to break down and cry. But I didn't. Thanks to you. Thanks to all of you. And now I want to fulfill my vow more than ever. To build a kingdom, no, a world, where everyone can live happily ever after. If we promise to work with one another, we can do this. If our nations are united, we can build a wonderful future for everyone. That's why we are fighting today. Why we have to keep fighting to the last. So please, make this promise for the future of our world.
Looks like our boy won the troops around. Good job.
Yeah. Amazing.
So the 5 great armies, stirred by Evan's heartfelt words, set off to face the Horned One. And sure enough, they agreed to work together. The soldiers of each country split into 4 forces, 1 for each of the towers.